Hello, I'm Jen. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you are returning. I'm going to do a general reading, so take what makes sense for what's going on for you. Remember, timing can be here or there. You just use your discernment, make your choice, and see what happens. Remember, you are responsible for all your own choices as well. From any reader, any reading, doesn't matter. Yeah, all right. So I did pre-shuffle all the decks. Currently, it is Wednesday, December 17th at 7:34 p.m. 2025. Put that up there. All right, I hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, we're just going to jump right in. Thank you, Most High God, for these messages. Thank you for the clarity and the direction. Thank you, Most High God. What does the viewer need to know for this reading? What does the viewer need to know for this reading? All right. We have the card Fruition coming out. Fruition. So this is also like with 8, you know, that's that reciprocal energy. What you put out is what you get back. So with this is something that you have invested in. It could be something you have created. I'm picking up like art, some sort of creation, you know, something to do with music, art, or maybe it's just something you've been laboring. I'm hearing the labor of love. Okay, I feel like you also completed a cycle here, but there's definitely your spirit and your heart is what's pulling these in. This is something you've already sowed the seeds for. You could be a Leo, you could be dealing with the Leo, or 8 could be a number for you, as well as August. All right, let's get a little further. Definitely with the plus signs here, I feel like this is something being added back to you or added to you. And it's your spirit that's drawing it in. All right, God, what's more? What does the viewer need to know here with this energy? Thank you. All right, so we have 12 Rest coming out. Real quick, guys, this is the FeralSpirit Oracle deck. You can purchase this if you like these cards. The link is in the box below the video. So with Rest coming out, it definitely feels like something you have planted seeds for, and it's being added onto you. Okay, I feel like right now is a time where you can, because you did all the work previously, you can sit and chill. Okay, you take a break, take a breather. 12, we're in December, so it could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Capricorn. This could have something to do with work even. I am picking up a very strong work vibe here. It's like you've done the mundane things and it has brought you benefits, okay? And you're starting to see the benefits, so you can kind of just sit back and relax for a minute. This feels like alchemy. All right. What does the viewer need to know with this energy? Thank you, God. What does the viewer need to know with this energy? All right, we have Listen coming out. Yeah. All right. I feel like you're following your intuition here. I feel like you definitely are reaping what you've already sown, and it's giving you a chance to sit back and take a rest. I also feel like while you're resting, you've been observing, listening, okay? Listening internally, listening externally. This is giving me more of a silence is golden vibe, okay? Something to do with August 12th or December 8th. I'm also picking up with some sort of Piscean energy. So definitely some sort of intuition here. Could be dealing with the Pisces. You could deal with things that have to do with thinking outside the box. Like I said, creative. There's this really strong creation vibe here. We have Feel on the bottom. Express it, embrace, feel. Yeah, wow, somebody's been through a lot here. There might have been some sort of, for some reason I'm picking up like a dominating lover of some sort. June could be relevant. This is like giving me, like, I figured out I am the main character in my own story. We have Slave, but yeah, it's like the opposite of that though, okay? Like you figured out you create your reality with your mindset, your heart set, and all that stuff. We also have Attic here. and forgive. So this might have been some internal work. Definitely. Okay, we'll get some of these. All right, give me some more information on fruition. Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. Why is fruition here? All right, so we have 6 and 6. You might have been seen 66. You could have been born in 66. Someone could be 66. But yeah, this is definitely something. This bringing me back to some. It's almost like you had to choose between self-love versus external love, right? And had to figure out what that looked like with these jellyfish. It feels like a really tricky situation. And they're purple, so it's giving me more of this like intuitive, divine energy. So it's almost like you had to figure, this is almost like a lesson. Yeah, all right. This is a lesson. You had to figure out that, you know, what you are creating. You had to see what you were creating, the spirit of what you were creating, and the differences. All right. Could be 6 people involved, could be 12 people involved. This could be, you know, really playing out right now during December. What is this rest card here for? Please give us more information for the viewer on the rest card. Thank you. Okay, so we had 2, 3 flip open. So we have 8, opposition, block, or rectangle, it's a warning, and orange. Okay, so this is definitely indicating that, like, that which you resist will persist. This is telling you to take a break. Okay, you've done the good work. Now it's time to take a break. This is giving me an indication, definitely, you're being asked to slow down. Take it easy, okay? Especially with that warning and fast. It's almost like you want to move into a new connection fast, or you want to move on to a next project too fast. You need to give yourself time to sit and breathe and sit with your success. Yeah. Just because you feel like there's some sort of opposition, right? Like people going against you, or the vibe feels against you, or the energy feels against you, situation, however you view it. This is definitely saying just chill. Just chill. Going through it faster isn't going to change it. You're still going to have opposition. There's opposition in all things. Can't have the light without the dark. Just, you know, you got to choose. How do you want to, do you have a light mindset or a dark mindset? Like, you know. All right, what is listen here for? Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. What is listen here for the viewer? Okay, 11. Yes, there's definitely, I feel like you're gaining some sort of information. You might be seeing 11, 611, something about November. It's almost like you were paying attention in November when you were given some guidance. We have grounded. So you're not off the rails. You're on the right track. And I definitely feel like your heart's in the right space. You're trying to do things in a healthier way. This feels like to me like you are resting, but you're not sure if you're supposed to be resting. Okay, yes, you are. I feel like do what you want, but I feel like you're being, you know, guided to take it easy here. And just listen. See what's being reflected back to you. What are these situations saying to you? What is this, you know, opposition and this energy of I have to do? What is that saying to you? Okay. All right. So let's get some tarot. Moving right along. 9 minutes in. Wow. Feels more like 19. Feels like a lot of information, but a short period of time. That could be relevant. All right. What's the tarot here? All right. So we have the Fool card. You could be an Aries, something about April. This is somebody, yeah, you just took a leap of faith. Okay, so I feel like where you're coming from is you took a leap of faith, you created something, all right? You're getting some energy back, and this is something that it's almost like you had faith while making it through a very tricky situation that things would pan out, and I do feel like they will, especially with the 66. I'm getting 12, which breaks down to a 3, okay, which is, you know, divine guidance. 3 is a holy number. I feel like you're not alone in a situation, even if it looks like you're alone. Energetically, you're not. You have help and aid here. You might have undertaken something at an earlier age as well. And it's almost like It's almost like it's just now paying off, and you can just take it easy. Something about peacocks and birds. Something about birds here. All right, so we have the Empress coming out. Yeah. It's definitely all day long the birth of something new. With the Empress here, yeah, it's just something you are looking. So you started this off, all right, going, I can do this, I can create this. It looks kind of foolish, but really, I am attracted to this work. I am attracted, I'm into it, okay? And with the Fool and the Empress here, and the rest of this energy, it's like you took a leap of faith, and now you're at a place where you can rest, even though it's almost like the energy is, the vibe of you got to keep doing it is all in your head. Okay, this is telling you just take it easy for a minute. You took the leap of faith and you brought into fruition this, you know, this energy. It feels so positive. I can't put my finger on it. It's like you created something on your own here. Now, you could also be, let's clear the energy, and another situation I am seeing is somebody here is trying to better things with some sort of feminine energy. This feels like a more youthful energy. There could be an age dynamic here. You could be trying to reconcile with a mother figure or maternal figure. It's like you're hoping for this, and you're trying to approach it in a light-hearted way. Someone might need to tell the feminine energy in their life that they need to relax. Not like that. I mean, depends. Some people can hear it that way. But this is almost like you need just an indication here to just be more supportive. This is giving me like, can you handle it? And normally somebody here is in the energy of this Fool, right? Like they don't know a whole lot, but they do try. They try their best. So it could be like trying to indicate, you know, like, I've got it handled. You might not think I do, but I do. Go take it easy. And there could be just some unsettled energy here. I feel like somebody's going to listen, though. If you can speak their language, I definitely feel like they will take it easy. We have Taurus and Aries, Leo, Sag, Capricorn. This is like, you have to speak their language. I don't know where I'm getting that from. You have to speak in a way that they will hear you and they will listen, okay? This isn't like you need to just chill. Like, don't approach it. It doesn't feel like that's going to work. You'll get more out of it if you actually, like, look at the situation, listen to what's being said, and then you'll know how to help get that rest in there for whoever this is for. All right, let's get a little bit more. Definitely took a leap of faith here, and you got something, you created something. It was tricky, but now it's all panning out. Somebody could also be wanting to create something here with the Empress energy, or, you know, start a connection. Oh, wow, he had Two of Cups coming out. So somebody here could be wanting to take a leap towards an Empress with this Two of Cups. Yeah, it feels like it's tricky. There's definitely, they want something out of here. Now, that doesn't have to be romantic, okay? This could be even just somebody trying to fix something. Like I said, there's a strong indication that there's, you know, maternal energy here that's kind of, feels a little uptight. It could be causing some weird-ass vibes. But with this Two of Cups, that's harmony and a connection, okay? That's a balanced connection. So this is good. Oh, God, I don't want to look at this as being drama, but both the Fool and the Empress, who are connected with that Two of Cups, are looking at this opposition, this warning, and this fast. This could be outside people telling you you're moving too fast with a situation. I mean, this could be you with you, and you just, you know, realizing you can birth new things if you take leaps of faith. Might be tricky at first, but you don't learn unless you know, try. And you only learn what works and what doesn't work between your successes and your fails. So, okay, we'll move on. What is this rest and all this Drama. That's too many. Okay. What is this rest and all this drama over here? Feels like drama. Yeah. 989 could be somebody, some numbers that are relevant to somebody. We have the 9 of Swords, the 8 of Coins, and the 9 of Coins, okay? Somebody here definitely needs to chill. Chill out, please. They have some sort of anxiety. It could be about work. They need a break, but they're not taking a break. I feel like definitely somebody needs to be supportive here. When they're seeing this, this is giving me, you're not a slave type mentality. You're not a slave. Like, somebody here is anxious about overcoming something, mastering something. It could be something to do with work. They could need a break from work, but they feel challenged in this. Wow. Someone's really anxious, too, about how something's going to work out here, some sort of independence. I am picking up a vibe of 2 people separating themselves from a group of people. And that's causing this group some sort of anxiety. I'll be honest, it feels like it is done. These 2 energies are looking at this 9 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles. This is like, do we really want to keep doing this? You know, this could be even, do we want to do the same thing every year for the holidays, okay? This could be, do I want to keep doing this? Is this really what we're trying to, you know, invest our time, energy, and effort into? Yeah, someone's not. 4 of Cups, 2 of Wands. Somebody is not. If they want it, this is going to be, we're going to stay home this year. But also this is, or we're staying home right now. We're going to change it up. Yeah, somebody is definitely going a different direction. They're not interested in the direction they've been going. There's definitely some sort of relationship here, connection, some sort of home life. We have the 4 of Wands, the Lovers. Yeah, these 2 energies just... there's a couple here that just want to be with themselves. On top of everything else I said, okay? There's also someone here who is birthing new things and finding some sort of internal alignment and balance within themselves. And they're realizing that when they take a step back, they can see what the warning signs are in some sort of job setting, group setting. It's kind of, there's some sort of anxiety here being indicated for sure. It's like, keep doing, right, to make sure you take your breaks as you need to take them. But it's also saying that there's some sort of repetition, some effort you're putting in that is giving you some sort of freedom and independence. The 9 of Pentacles, that is somebody who is very solid on their own. They're very independent energy. They can handle stuff on their own. I want to say, you got this. Okay, that's kind of how this is feeling. Ignore everybody else. You got this. And even to that couple, that's fine. You don't have to. You guys got this, all right, for the couple. And then for the person who is just like in alignment with themselves and it's almost like they're starting, the more they take a break, right, the more they take a rest and they step back, they're seeing the opposition, they're seeing the warnings, and they're seeing the speed at which these connections are, I'm hearing festering. So that's coming off that 9 of Swords. This is giving somebody some sort of anxiety. And it's like, I keep going back to that. Why? Why do I keep doing this? It's that kind of vibe. Definitely you can get some independence here. It's right there. That ties in with this listen energy too, where it's like, if you take a step back and you're starting to notice all the things, listen to how your, body responds to those thoughts or, those acknowledgments when you do see them. Pay attention, listen to, how do I feel about this? Like, ask yourself these questions. Listen to the answers. Write them down. Journal. See what you're working with. Put it on, paper. Not your phone. A paper. Okay. What is this listen to? What is listen and 11 here for? Somebody's intuition. Definitely listening to their intuition, but at the same time, it's like trying to sort it out. I'm seeing like just seeds being sorted into a basket. Something relevant about seeds. Somebody might work with seed beads. I'm hearing jewelry. Somebody might make some jewelry. Something about, it's very tedious what this is, sorting. Some sort of sorting energy. It's very tedious. All right, so we have the 9. So 999 could be really relevant, okay, along with all the other. Something about Virgo, your habits, some sort of September energy. Something might have, you know, been brought to your attention in September. We have the 9 of Wands, the 5 of Swords in the world. So this is because you've listened, all right, or if you do listen. This is saying don't give up. There was a problem, right? Some sort of conflict. I feel like you got it, the win in this conflict, not necessarily how you wanted to get it, okay? This is almost like somebody basically messed up to the point it was handed to you, right? You didn't have to do a whole lot. And that might be where that anxiety and that 8 of Pentacles is coming from, because it's like, I didn't put a whole lot of effort into this, and now I'm 9 of Pentacles, right? Somebody gave me an opportunity here. So that could be some of that anxiety. But I feel like you didn't give up. Maybe you were, you know, doing something when you weren't in the best health or the best, you know, mental health or something to that. It's like you didn't give up on it. You kept going, which is how with that 5 of Swords, you know, that's conflict energy. That's also pettiness and spitefulness. And it's like, in spite of all of this, I still kept going. And you learned a lesson here, interesting, that I was talking about. You know, you could learn lessons from your successes and your fails. So with the World card here, is definitely learning a lesson, leveling up, closing out a cycle. You know, something is done here. Whatever conflict there was, that maybe even you were trying to stand your ground in, you listened. You listened to your intuition, you listened to God. Whatever you listened to as far as divine things go, you listened. And the outcome is you learned something from that. I am noticing some sort of energy here. What is this? Somebody also is traveling alone. I feel like there's definitely a couple here that is just separating. They're doing their own thing. And that is a lesson in itself that you guys are learning, if that resonates, if that part of this message resonates with you. As far as the person, you know, like I said, you've earned this, whether you believe you do or not. I feel like it's because you listened and you didn't give up during conflict. You might have also stood your ground in a argument, and that this card, all right, is giving me like mic drop energy. All right, it's like mic drop. I'm free. I'm done here. I said what I said. I hope you were listening. That kind of energy, that could be relevant for somebody. Also, somebody might just be traveling alone too. I'm beating that. That's lonely energy, whoever that is. You know, you could be spending a lot of time alone and realizing, you calling it taking a break, but really what you're doing is, you know, this isn't like heeding the warning because you understand it. This is like heeding a warning because you're scared of what if you don't. You know, it's almost like it's fear-based. Definitely somebody's habits are repetitive and they've been warned about them as well. Definitely take a break. If you're somebody who is like frequently on the go, I'm feeling like someone needs a break here. It's like you've already done the work. You can chill. It was tricky. I feel like it was exhausting, but now you can take a break. It's almost like you get anxiety at the thought of stopping. But that's really where you're going to get your independence and your stability from with that 9 of Coins, you know. And if you listen, it's like if you listen and you quit. I want to say quit going over the same problem. That 9 of Wands and that 5 of Swords is like, almost, it's like you had to learn to let go of some sort of conflict. This could be internally, like where you're conflicted and you finally just listen to yourself. So that conflict has something to do with a group of people where, like I said, you might have had to stand your ground, defend yourself. would be at the center of this conflict, if that is a clue for you. All right, so we have Taurus, Aries, Leo, Sag, Capricorn. Picking up Gemini, Cancer, Virgo. More Sag. Aquarius. Yeah, somebody's definitely doing something differently here, and it's giving them anxiety. Wow, we have the Emperor on the bottom. It's because you took control. Judgment. Walked away from the situation. Yeah, this is definitely an energy of either a couple or somebody just taking their space and doing their own thing. Very independent energy here. And it's not out of any sort of BS. It's out of, I'm in alignment. This feels better for me. This is what's healthier for me. And you had to learn that, it looks like. There might be a masculine energy that gets a message here. Could be a Taurus or an Aries. A Taurus reaches out to an Aries, or an Aries reaches out to a Taurus. Some sort of decision. It's like, let's get together. 2 of Coins, 8 of Cups, 2 of Coins. I just seen the 7 of Swords, so I was like, all right. We're going to wrap this up here soon. King of Coins. I feel like there is definitely hearing problem solving. 5 of Coins. Yeah, there's a lack of interest in just doing anything that feels uncomfortable here. It's like I already have anxiety, okay, and I'm already 8 of Pentacles trying to work through that. And I'm doing all right on my own. I don't want to add more to that. So this kind of an energy of that. Also, you know, you've already planted seeds. Things are coming to fruition. You're in alignment within yourself, which will reflect to you externally. Okay, pay attention. And I feel like while you're taking this break, there is an energy of, it's almost like either other people or even yourself are trying to be like, you gotta do more stuff. And it's giving you some sort of, it's like, no, I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to see the opposition, heed the warnings, and take my own time. And that's giving me, there's some sort of stability here that somebody's really anxious about. But it's like, take a step back and see what you see. Listen, see what's reflected back to you. Okay, that's overall, if you haven't already done this, and none of that makes sense, just take a step back. See what you see. You know, and sometimes the truth hurts occasionally with that opposition. You might have been realizing you were surrounded, you know, by a bunch of gators who were creating, you know, red flags for you. So, all right, let's get some clues. Definitely. Somebody, there's groups of people here. It's like, yeah, this could be, you know, even a parent and a child, or a mother and a child, or a parent and a child. That's just like, yeah, we're doing our own thing this year. We want to take it easy with that rest card, you know. We don't really want to get into all the family fights. The thought of it gives me anxiety. It's like I had to figure out how to do our own thing, and I feel like somebody definitely does. It's like I'm giving up the conflict I've been holding on to. I'm done being internally conflicted. I'm done being externally conflicted. All right, so we have the 1st through the 15th. Okay. Thank you, God. What does the viewer need for clues so they know what's going on here? Hat. Somebody could wear a hat. Somebody could just have a knowing. We have F, first name, middle name, last name, initial. There's a reluctance here. I can't put my finger on it. First. O. Important person. Eyeglasses. Either somebody could wear them or somebody sees something very clearly. We have May, more Taurus energy. Somebody's gaining something here, or they have gained something. I'm hearing clarity. Something about family. Just saying, guys, that energy is here. Earrings. So you can wear a lot of earrings, or you could just, you know, you'd be hearing, listening to your intuition, or you're hearing a lot of stuff from your family. I mean, you could be getting some grief, you know, if you're not sticking true to traditions, which is more Taurus energy, right? The things that we do are traditions. Sun card. Could be Sunday, or something's getting exposed here. Yep. Or you could definitely be dealing with a Leo. We have August. We have Sun. We have a lot of 888, I think, is here. Yeah, 888 is here. 999, 66, 1212. Yeah. All right. So we have August on the bottom. All right. Let's just see what intuitive. I'm getting something of. What is this? Also, somebody found out something about a Taurus or a Leo. It's almost like, I knew that. Also, I feel like somebody gained some information at the beginning of the month, and they're delving deeper into it. The information they got, like with that hat card, okay? It's like something clicked. It's like somebody's realizing how important they are, or how important another person is. And they're seeing what this person has, right? And this gain. Something about X's and O's. Hugs and kisses. There's definitely some news coming in about this exposure. This exposure energy is really weird. What's this exposure energy? Something about something is the same. Something's not opposite. Okay. What is this exposure energy? Thank you, God Almighty. Okay, we have strength coming out. Definitely could be a Leo. Somebody's seeing how strong someone is otherwise. 10 of Swords. They're done with betrayals. They're done with argument. This is mic drop energy, right? Yeah, 5 of Wands. Whatever the problem is here. I feel like somebody is seeing somebody. It's not that they don't care. It's that they care more about the peace in their life. Temperance. Okay? It's not, they care more about that balance and that what do I got to do to maintain my moderation? What do I have to do to maintain temperance in my life? Whether it's that couple or the single person, just disconnecting, going their own way, doing their own independent thing. Sagittarius, Gemini, Leo. This is definitely some news that's getting exposed about somebody's just done with bullshit. Yeah, 4 cups on the bottom. I'm just not interested in it. It's not making me happy. I'm not into it. It sounds really unappealing, actually. Something here about drama. What is the drama energy? Okay, so also, what's this hat? What is this information? Let's help you clarify that. 7 of Cups. So something's kind of confusing. Okay, 7 of Cups energy. That's, you could have a lot of options. I'm picking up confusion. Something's very confusing. Somebody got some sort of confusing information. High Priestess, you're going to have to trust your gut, or you already did trust your gut and you're thinking about this. Hanged Man. This information has somebody pausing for a cause and meditating on it, okay, before they make a move here. It's definitely a new start with that first and that new. It could be about a soulmate. 6 of Cups. This is somebody you've known for a while. It's an important person. 7 of Swords. Maybe there's some sort of deception or betrayal around this important person, or this important person deceived you or betrayed you. There's a lie going around in your family or in your friend group or whatever you consider to be family, work family, whatever. There's a lie going on. Somebody is a liar, and that might be why you're getting that. You've already done what you needed to do. Now take a step back, okay? Could be why you're getting that energy. It could be a father figure, or, you know, a paternal figure, or boss that's been lying. 5 of Wands, causing problems, playing games. This could be a dad. Somebody's seeing a dad's playing games, or a dad's lying, or somebody is being strategic and taking control of a problem. Knight of Coins on the bottom. Okay, so yeah, it's like a plan. Somebody is looking very closely at this Emperor energy. or this Emperor is looking, I got the Hermit, right? So looking really closely at this energy, this deceptive energy. What's the deception energy I'm picking up on, please? Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. For the viewer. Okay, 2 of Coins. The lie here or the deception could be around, you know, somebody trying to figure out what it is they want. They already know what they want. That's the problem. Star card. They already know what they want. They don't need, they're saying they're weighing it up. They don't need to weigh up nothing. They're just trying to figure out how to make their move, I guess. Or they did figure out how to make their move. Devil reversed. Magician. They might have figured out how to make their move. The deception was around them juggling. They're not juggling. They have nothing here to pro and con. They already, it's like 2 of Coins reversed is like somebody's not weighing up options. They don't need to. This is giving me definitely, I don't need to. Anything else? Knight of Swords, Queen of Cups. Somebody might tell you how they're feeling about all this while we do that, and then when Queen of Cups is, so. I feel like this is creating some sort of new foundation for a connection or a new tradition or just something new inside yourself that you can build upon, okay? Definitely. Yeah, there's a cycle done here. Good job. All right, guys, that's really all the messages I got for now. I hope it's helpful. And many, many blessings till we talk again.